members, men and women in the armed service.
Commissioner Roy?
Here.
Commissioner Lyons?
Here.
Commissioner Barbosa?
Here.
Ken Gray?
Present.
Commissioner Joya?
Here.
Commissioner Saltzman?
Here.
Chief Gerardo?
Here.
Chief LaBianca?
Here.
Chief Stolzman?
Here.
Treasurer Sabatino?
Here.
I'll turn the chair over to Commissioner Joy.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Before I begin, I want to acknowledge our guests tonight. We have Mr. and Mrs. Hetzel, parents of Thomas Hetzel, firefighter, FDNY, killed on 9/11. We have Diana Hetzel, widow of Thomas Hetzel. We have Doreen Hetzel, sister of Thomas Hetzel. We also have with us tonight Mrs. Evans and her daughter Jeannie, mother and sister of Robert Evans, firefighter, FDNY, killed 9/11. I'd like to read a preliminary statement from the petition, which is the basis of this resolution that we're calling tonight. The City of New York has issued over 2,700 death certificates related to the attacks on the World Trade Center on 9/11. In addition to the murder of over 2,000 innocent civilians, hundreds of first responders were also murdered on 9/11 while selflessly attempting to save others. Many more first responders have died subsequent to 9/11 as a result of their exposure to toxic and corrosive air contaminants at Ground Zero while participating in heroic rescue and recovery work. This petition presents evidence heretofore ignored by federal authorities that the World Trade Center Twin Towers, WTC-1 and WTC-2, and WTC Building 7 collapsed on 9/11 due to the detonation of pre-planted explosives and/or incendiaries. This petition is intended to renew the investigation into these murders, raise awareness, and bring truth to light, and hold everyone responsible to account. Resolution. Whereas the attacks of September 11, 2001 are inextricably and forever tied to the Franklin Square and Munson Fire Department. Whereas on September 11, 2001, while operating at the World Trade Center in New York City, firefighter Thomas J. Hetzel, badge number 290 of Hook and Ladder Company number 1, Franklin Square and Munson Fire Department of New York, was killed in performance of his duties, along with 2,976 other emergency responders and civilians. Whereas members of the Franklin Square and Munson Fire Department were called upon to assist in the subsequent rescue and recovery operations and cleanup of the World Trade Center site, afflicting many of them with life-threatening illnesses as a result of breathing the deadly toxins present at the site. Whereas the Board of Fire Commissioners of the Franklin Square and Munson Fire District recognizes the significant and compelling nature of a petition before the United States Attorney for the Southern District of New York reporting unprosecuted federal crimes at the World Trade Center on September 11, 2001, and calling upon the United States Attorney to present that petition to a special grand jury pursuant to the United States Constitution and 18 United States Constitution subsection 3332, paragraph A. Whereas the overwhelming evidence presented in said petition demonstrates beyond any doubt that pre-planted explosives and/or incendiaries, not just airplanes and the ensuing fires, caused the destruction of the 3 World Trade Center buildings, killing the vast majority of the victims who perished that day. Whereas the victims of 9/11, their families, the people of New York City, and our nation deserve that every crime related to the attacks of September 11, 2001 be investigated to the fullest, and that every person who was responsible face justice. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Board of Fire Commissioners of the Franklin Square and Munson Fire District fully supports a comprehensive federal grand jury investigation and prosecution of every crime related to the attacks of September 11th, 2001, as well as any and all efforts by other government entities to investigate and uncover the full truth surrounding the events of that horrible day.
I'm going to put the resolution to a vote. Commissioner Malloy?
Aye.
Commissioner Lyons?
Aye.
Commissioner Torgosa? Commissioner Doyle?
Aye.
Commissioner Saltzman?
Aye.
Resolution passes.
Thank you.
What happened?
We was in the explosion. We was in the lobby and the third explosion, the whole lobby collapsed on us.
You're kidding
What was
me.
it like? What was it like?
Horrible.
It's like hell. You don't want to know.
The whole building just collapsed on us inside the lobby.
Was that a secondary explosion?
Yes, it was.
That was
It
the...
was planned probably?
Yeah, definitely secondary explosion. But we was inside waiting to go upstairs, and on the way upstairs, the whole fucking thing blew. And we just collapsed on everybody inside the lobby.
Similar to the first tower coming down, secondary?
I don't know about the first one, but I know the second one it was terrible. Then there was a third one too after that one.
Third explosion after that?
That's right. Everybody was inside the building waiting to go upstairs, and they just let loose. Everything just let loose inside the building.
So what you tell me is that there was a plane or whatever hit the building, then a secondary explosion?
It was like 3 explosions after that. We came in after the fire. We came when the fire was going on already. We was in the staging area inside the building, waiting to go upstairs. Then they exploded. The whole lobby collapsed on the lobby inside.
And it's just mayhem after that?
Just man, everybody tried to make their way out.
Just trying to help all the brothers get out.
A lot of people trapped inside and everything.
People don't understand. There may be more. Any one of these fucking buildings could blow up. This ain't done yet.
How does this...
What the fuck? What do we do? We made it outside. We made it about a block.
We made it at least 2 blocks, and we started running, floor by floor, instead of popping out.
It was if they had detonated.
Yeah,
As if they were
detonated,
planned to
yeah.
take down a building. Boom, 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 boom.
All the way down. I was.